Hello and welcome to another video. So this is going to be my update. Yes, I passed my second dan black belt. I'm going to tell you exactly what I had to do as well. Like I said, my sensei took some photos. I wasn't allowed to film any of it, but he did take some photos for me. Also, make sure you're following me up on my Instagram as well, because I will be posting up on that as well. I haven't had my certificate handed to me yet, but obviously it will go onto my Instagram as soon as I've got it. And then what I'm going to do is I'll post it up there so you can all see it if you want to go and have a look. So make sure you're following me on that, because I'm also putting my journey up on that as well. Also, make sure you stick around to the end, because I have another goal already set, because that is the best way to keep yourself motivated. As soon as you've passed one goal, make sure you've already got your second goal already written down, and you've made sure you've got that goal ready to go. So I have got another goal ready to go, and that is going to be in June, but I'll let you know what that is at the end of this video. Okay, so as you all know, I went for my second dan grading. So it started off with a 4-hour skill session. Now this 4-hour skill session was absolutely intense. First we did like an hour's worth of a dummy run. So we went through everything. I had to do a little dummy run, and then we got called in one by one, where I've got like 7 senseis. Basically they were all on a desk and they was all looking at me. So I had 7 senseis, all had a sheet of paper with all of my stuff on it, and they'd obviously give me a score and stuff like that to let me know, and then they'd write it down, and then obviously it gets marked up at the end of the day, and then they'll tell you if you passed on the Sunday. But yes, I passed, but that was absolutely intense. Yes, I was actually quite nervous when I went in, but I went and did it with a couple of people that I do like black belt with anyway. So there's a picture of a couple of us, which is just going to be just there. They're the ones that, there's a couple there. The girls went for their black belts, and there was me and my mate, and we went for our second dan. So we did all of our second dan together. So we've been training outside the dojo, inside the dojo, so we've been meeting up as well, just going through stuff together, because obviously we went for the grading together, so that's what we did. And then after that, I literally had to wolf this banana down, because I had 30 minutes to get myself ready. I had to then go for a run. Now we ended up doing 24k in total on the run, and that was absolutely intense. So again, I'm going to put some more photos for you up there. Okay, we went through this wooded area where we live, and we just kept going round and round and round, but it ended up to just over half a marathon run. And yeah, my legs were really sore. We were doing hill sprints. Okay, so we was going up and down this hill. There it is, just there. Okay, so I'm going to put a picture of me at the bottom, and then again another picture for me at the top as well. But I had to do this thing 8 times. As you can see in that last picture, I'm dying, because when you've had to run up this hill, and it sort of went like that, and then it went like that, and then when you get to the very peak of it, it sort of went even steeper. So you was really digging in with your calves. My quads were on fire. But yeah, 8 times. Yes, I was sick. I was sick at the very bottom of it as well. My sensei has taken a photo, and people have actually zoomed in, and you can see me literally throwing up at the bottom of it as well. So that was really not good. And we also went through the water as well. So we had to go through a stream, which was actually quite lucky, because I actually busted my ankle. I tripped on something and my ankle actually went, and my ankle was in agony, but I just kept pushing myself through it and just kept going and going and going. But we got to this stream, and I got to literally jump into the stream, as you can see there. And it wasn't just a little stream. We was literally going all the way through it, under the branches, everything, all the way through it. And yeah, absolutely insane it was. Absolutely mental. Okay, so then we had to then go home. Obviously, I then made sure I took my electrolytes. I think I took 2 tablets of electrolytes, and I put them into 2-pint glasses, and I literally was just drinking them. Ran myself a nice hot bath, obviously. I stretched off. I used my foam roller, because I knew I had to come back first thing in the morning to come and do the fitness test. Now, it was meant to be a 5.5 hour, but they knocked it down to 4.5 hours fitness test. So we went in there. No kidding, the first 45 minutes was a warm-up. Now this is no joke. Must have done just over 1,000 star jumps just in the warm-up. So I was doing star jumps, we was doing bear crawls, we was doing crab crawls, we was doing the planks. I mean, let's just say I was doing star jumps for like a minute. I was then crab crawling up and down the dojo. I was then bear crawling up and down the dojo. And then the only active rest that I got was holding the plank. So that was my active rest. I literally had to hold the plank for like a minute. That was the only rest that I got. So in the rest times I was doing active planks, all sorts of things like that. I was just jogging on the spot for a couple of bits as well, i.e. we was not stopping. I just kept myself going all the way through it. That is a picture of me as I got to near the end. So I was about 3.5 hours in at this point when that photo got taken. As you can see, I'm dripping, absolutely dripping wet, soaked to the bone. I mean, I took my shirt off at the end of it and I could wring it out and you could just see the sweat just dripping into this bucket. It was disgusting. But yeah, we did all of that as well. And then obviously after you've done the fitness test, we then had to do 150 push-ups. I had to do 150 squat thrusts, 150 sit-ups. And then the worst bit was the pads that were getting held up, and we had to do 1,000 kicks. Now that was the horriblest bit, because it got to about 600. My legs started to go a little bit numb at this point. I was literally, they just felt like Iron Man legs. They were gone at this point. I got to the 800 part. I was starting to feel sick. And I was just like, I just want this over now. So I literally just kept going. Trust me, when we got to the last 10 and we was kicking out the last 10, I was literally smashing them really fast just to get the last 10 out, because obviously I was absolutely gone at this point. So after the 1,000 kicks was done, I literally darted off to the restroom, and basically I threw up again. I literally I don't know what I was throwing up. There was nothing in my system whatsoever. But if you have a look on day 1, that is day 1, what we burn, okay? And then if I go into day number 2, there's day number 2, okay? I must have burnt, we worked it out, I burnt about 12,000 calories in the maximum of 2 days, okay? That is a lot of calories to burn off in 2 days. Yes, I know the Fitbits are not 100% accurate, but that's as close as you're going to get it. I burnt off so many calories. Yes, I did have a cheat meal when I got home. I had a massive cheat meal, and then the next day I felt like I needed to eat. So I wasn't tracking. I was just eating how I felt, and just kept eating, trying to get enough protein in, trying to get enough carbs in, trying to get enough fats in, just to replenish the body at the same time, because I was absolutely dying. I couldn't move, so I had to take a good 3 days off from the dojo. I took that off. I was doing a little bit of like upper body weight training on day 2, so I started doing a push-pull legs and stuff like that. But if you're following me on Instagram, you will know that as well, because that's what I've been putting up for you as well. But yeah, I've gone back into the dojo. I'm getting handed my certificate hopefully next week or the week after. So I wanted to put this update video up for you as well, because I need to thank everybody that supported me all the way through this as well. I've had a lot of support. Obviously, it's all went into a playlist for it as well. I've documented it so that I've got something to look back on one day when I'm older, and I can go, look, I actually went and did that. I absolutely busted that second dan out, and I absolutely did it. Will I go for my third dan is the question. I do not know yet. I've got 3 katas I need to learn, so I've got another 3 that I need to do. I think it's 3 or 4. I have to check with that one. But then I've got another 2 Keons that I need to do. The Keon number 10 is the one I want to do the most, because it's the throw. But if I do go for it, I've got 3 years, so there's no rush. So I will probably learn the third dan stuff over the next year and a half, just to see how I feel, and that just to get the basics of it. And then obviously I'll then spend the next 6 months, 8 months tidying it all up like I did with my second dan. Make sure it's all tidied up, and then I will make a decision if I'm going to go for it or not. I don't know if I'm going to go for it, because if I go for it, I worked it out, I'm going to be about 46 to 47 years old if I go for it. I mean, yes, that would be a hell of a goal to hit if I did it, but I don't know if I'm going to go for it yet. I'm just going to see how I feel. I'm just going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to enjoy learning new things, because that's what I like to do. It's just to learn as much stuff as I possibly can. Okay, so like I said, I have a new goal. Okay, so in June, I am doing that thing up there. Yes, it's a mud run. We're going to do a 10k mud run. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this with my sensei. I'm doing two of my senseis. We're going to go in there and we're going to smash this thing out. And then I've got a couple of mates joining me as well. So that is my next goal. Obviously, I'm going to be doing that. Yes, I'm on Derek's step challenge as well, which is up there. That is my logo up there. So I'm on the beast mode. I am going to start training for this 10k run, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the 1st of April. Obviously, that's when the steps challenge starts. So I'm going to start until then, and then we're going to start training for that 10k run. Obviously, I'm still going to be doing some weight training as well. Yes, I'm still going to be doing some CrossFit. Just going to bring the CrossFit down a little bit. I just want to build up some upper body strength as well, because when we do this mud run, I will be crawling under the cars. I'll be going into muddy waters. There's this massive obstacle course. You've got to climb on the top of it like that, and you've just got to try and keep yourself going without falling in. Knowing me, I'm going to fall in, but if you fall in, you fall in. I'll be climbing up the ropes and everything, and we're going through the mud. Again, I'm going to post everything up on my Instagram, because that's where I'm going to post a lot of it as well. Yes, I'll give you some update videos. Yes, we've got some workout videos coming in as well, because obviously we've got the steps challenge that I'm doing. I'm going to be putting in some 10, probably 15-minute workouts for people to do every 2 to 3 days. So that's going to be going into there as well, all the way through April for you, so that you've got something to work on. And obviously then getting your steps in as well. I'm obviously the team captain, so I'm going to help you bust out your steps nice and easy. Okay, so what we're going to do is I will call this video off here, but just also make sure you just like, you subscribe, because I'm doing bits of my journey as well on top of this. So I'm doing bits of my journey. I've got the workout videos coming in as well. I'm also showing you that my boot camps, how my boot camps are running as well. So I've got little bits coming in as well. I'm doing this the whole time looking after 2 kids with disabilities as well. I'm just showing you bits of my life at the same time. I've also got some more recipe videos that will be coming out as well. I've got quite a few. I've got some low carb ones. I've got some high carb ones. I've got some really high protein ones, you name it. I've got loads of, everything's all written out. I just need to get everything put together. So make sure you're ready for this steps challenge. Everyone that's joined me on it, that is going to be on my team. Like I said, every 2 to 3 days, we will bust out a workout video for you as well. So, okay, so make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and guess what? I'll see you in the next one.